said good morning. Good afternoon. It's just me today. Jonathan is in and around doing a few jobs here and there. So you are all stuck with just me today. Yeah, Jonathan's keeping busy doing a few bits, garden and to do with the food barn tomorrow. So yeah, you're gonna have to bear with me because I'm not a speaker. I have got a few notes of some bits that have been on my mind this week. So yeah, bear with me because I, as I say, am not a talker. I mean, I'm not an upfront kind of person in terms of giving a talk. So this is very new ground. So yeah, to start us off, I'm going to sing a song anyway. Good afternoon. If you didn't watch from just the beginning, then you won't know that it is just me today. So this is new territory for me as well because I am not an upfront talker. So you will have to bear with me. Jonathan is in and around doing a few jobs in the garden and stuff for the food barn tomorrow. So I said very weirdly, oh yeah, I'll do it. There's been a few bits that are on my mind, but like I say, I'm not generally a upfront talker, so yeah, this is new territory. But I hope everyone's okay. I hope everyone's in the UK are enjoying our UK heat wave. I've certainly been enjoying it as much as we are able to. So yeah, this is so weird doing this by myself. Yeah, what I've had on my mind really to talk about. Hi Summer, hi Anne, hi Karina. Yes, I am doing okay. Hope you are okay, Summer. What I had on my mind to talk about was priorities. Been on my mind for a while actually, this subject, but I wanted to ask the question, what is important to you? Just think about that for a minute. What is important to you? And now I want you to think about what your actions say are important to you. So does what you do reflect? Does what you say is important line up with how you act? Are they one of the same? Because they should be. For example, if I say feeding my kids every day good food that does them good is really important to me. But then I go and spend a whole load of money, which I probably don't have, on cigarettes, alcohol, drugs, gambling, raffles, etc, etc, etc. And then I come to the end of the week when the cupboards or the fridge, the freezer is running low, and I can't feed my kids properly because I've wasted what I had. Then what that's saying is that what I said was important isn't important. Another example, if I say my relationship, my marriage is really important to me, but I don't spend any of my free time with my other half, and we don't dedicate any time together, just us two, however little time that is. I know it's really hard when you've got kids, even as they get older, it's still difficult, especially in this lockdown, even more difficult. But if I don't invest or give my time, my attention to my spouse, or I decide to go off and have an affair or get attention elsewhere, then again what I'm saying is important is not important, because my actions do not line up with what I said. If I say, oh, I really, really support this charity, I really, really support this local person, this local business, this local market, this local food barn project, this local fusion family Somerset, this local butchers, this local arts and crafts, business in my community, but I don't invest any time or any money to support them, or I don't support them with like for example Anne, she gives me a bar of chocolate without fail every single Monday. She's working probably with the little bit that she has, and that is a sign of I support you guys and I really appreciate what you're doing. Karina, again, another one that gives a small token of here's our thanks. So what do you do in your local area to support local people, local charities, local business? If I say I support these people, how do you show it? So priorities, I think, are really important in your life. Priorities also allow you to set boundaries and put systems into place in your life to help your life function well and as it should. What we put in to our lives, we get out, don't we? And again, you know, all those situations that I've just mentioned just there, if we can turn them around, if I don't gamble all of my food money away, if I don't waste my money on drugs every week, not me personally, then my kids are fed well. If my kids are fed well, they function well, they sleep well, their health is better, and you have more money because you're not wasting it. Now, I'm not saying everybody does those things and wastes their money, because I know certain people don't have a lot of money, but they do well with what they've got, and this is what I'm kind of trying to get at, really. All these things you might say like are simple things. Oh, I do that anyway. Oh, that's great. But it is proven within our community, certainly the community of Cheddar that we live in, that, and I'm sure our world really, there's loads of places all over the world that would, if you're not prioritising well, then it's failing you, it's failing, you know, it's failing us, it's failing your children, it's failing their futures, it's failing your families. Again, what you put in, you get out. And in the Bible, Proverbs 21 verse 21, it says, "Whoever pursues righteousness and kindness will find life, righteousness and honour." It means whatever you prioritise, whatever you go after in life, whatever you work for, you'll receive. If I put in time and effort working out at home or at the gym, then what I receive is a healthier me. And again, in another book in the Bible, in Galatians 6 verse 7, it says, "A man reaps what he sows." In the later part of that sentence, it means your actions and what you do is what you receive. I'm thinking that this is probably quite straightforward, simple stuff this morning, but it has been something that's been on my mind. So what you prioritise, you receive and you give birth to in your life. If you're prioritising the wrong things, then you will receive the wrong things. If you are one of these people that are prioritising the wrong things today, you can change it. Quite simple, with little steps. You know, I think for some families, not all families, I'm not talking about everyone, but for some that are on the food barn project, for example, haven't been in a place to manage their money well, and some people live off of a lot of handouts. But the food barn project has helped them start to prioritise more and start to work out their money more, in order to go, I need to prioritise food in my family. How do I do that? Well, giving up this £5 a week can help me for a few meals for the week. It helps me top up. It helps, you know, my shopping for that week. So you can set wheels in motion by small steps, and set money aside for different things. For example, when a good few years ago now, I wasn't in a great place financially, and I used to make sure that I set money aside each week for different things. So I'd have little lockable tubs in different areas over my house, and they'd all be labelled up, and I'd have one food, I'd have one my electric, I'd have one my water, because I was all on, you know, like a keys and things then. One water, one electric, one gas, and then my food. And then I'd always set aside £5-10 maybe for a little something for myself, which might even just be a magazine or a bath bomb from Lush. Obviously other bath bombs you can get elsewhere, but you know, a nice little treat for me. So yeah, I'm just asking you really to just think about what are your priorities, you know, and renew your ways today. You know, your past doesn't define you, and how you've been brought up doesn't define you, and it doesn't define your priorities now. It shouldn't do. It shouldn't define the priorities and the choices that you make now. You might say, well, I'm just used to living this way, you know. I'm used to watching my parents live this way. This is just what I know. This is how all my friends around me live. Then there's another verse in the Bible, Romans 12 verse 12, and it says, do not be conformed to the pattern of the world around you, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. It means, you know, you don't need to do what everyone else is doing. You don't need to do what you're used to doing. You don't need to do what everyone around you is doing, friends, family, or otherwise, you know. For me, because I'm a Christian, I try, and, you know, just being honest with you, I try to seek God, his priorities, which I believe to be loving others, not just with words, but, you know, with actions, to live well, to tell others about God, his way of life, and as a mother, put my kids first, you know, above me. Being a parent isn't selfish, it's selfless. And no matter how hard or exhausted you might feel, it's not about making your life easier, but it's about making theirs better. And the Bible says if we put God first and his ways, he will take care of us and he will add to our lives. And that's in Matthew 6, verse 33. So I guess I just wanted to quickly challenge you today. What are you prioritising? Just get you to kind of think about it a little bit, because I don't think we always do. Sometimes we're just in the norm and the pattern of life, aren't we, that we just get on and do things and we don't consciously think about it. So what are you actively saying is important to you today? So not just what I'm saying from here, but how am I acting? You know, what small steps can you take to change your priorities? You know, I'm not on here to judge anyone or make out that I've got everything together and all my priorities are perfect, but it's just something that's been on my mind, really. I guess, like, as I was saying with the food barn project, that's a small step for some families, either to help them prioritise their money, or, you know, some families it's just for helping them top up in the week, and it really helps with families. You know, whatever your reason for doing that is, but I was just using it as an example, really. So, yeah, if I can just get you to think about that really this week, it's what are you prioritising? And do your words line up with your actions? So yeah, that's me really. That's my notes for today. Sharp, short and to the point, I guess. As I say, I'm not a talker, I'm not a speaker, I'm not an upfront kind of, here I am, you know, Jonathan's much more that way than me. I'm just about to get up to sing really, but even that's quite a struggle. But yeah, I hope you're doing okay this afternoon. I don't have much else to say. If Jonathan was here, we'd be here for another, what is even the time? Oh no, it's only 15 minutes, but there you go. But yeah, short, sharp and to the point. What are you prioritising? And how are you actively making sure that your words line up with your actions? That's what I want to challenge you with today. So, yeah. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their afternoon. Hi, Karina. Thank you. This is just out of my comfort zone, but there we go. Perhaps we should do more things that are out of our comfort zone. Maybe that's a talk for another day. But, yeah. That's me done anyway. We will be out tomorrow, Monday, Food Barn Project Day. We're hoping to gain a few more sponsors. We've actually got a sponsor last night, from somebody that's willing to donate to help us top the food boxes up. So hopefully that should kick in the next couple of weeks. I think that's all the news that we've got at the moment, really. But the food barn project is going really, really well. 20 or so families on our books, about 12 on the waiting list at the moment. And we are looking out for a building and a refrigerated van. And like I say, we are looking out for sponsors to either put money in a pot for us to buy some more bits to top the food boxes up with, or we've contacted butchers and things like that to see if they would like to donate. So yeah, that's what's new in the life of Fusion Family Somerset, really. So yeah, I hope you're all okay. Have a good rest of your Sunday. And if you are part of the Food Barn project, then we will see you out and about tomorrow, or most of you. Sometimes I wish we could like swap in and out of doing different routes, because some of you we don't get to see, like Lisa. Don't get to see you, do we? But we shall see. Bella helps us. She does an amazing job. We are so thankful for Bella and her husband Barry. They are amazing. They are priority in our lives, certainly while we're in this village of Cheddar with no family or anything around us. So there you go. Right, anyway, I'm off to make some lunch and check what my boys are doing, hopefully not distracting my other half. But huge love to all of you guys. Have a good afternoon, and I shall see you soon. Bye. Take care, everybody.